Top 5 zodiac signs who never really get over you. Number 5 is Taurus, right? And Taurus acts like they moved on faster than they actually did. And that's the first thing people need to understand. Because Taurus will sit there looking calm, looking normal. I'm talking about they still going to work. They eating that good ass food. Taurus just acting unbothered, right? Whole time they emotionally replaying old memories in 4K. See, you must understand, Taurus gets attached through consistency. I'm talking about y'all routines, the comfort, someone being familiar to them, the little everyday things. And that's why breakups hit Taurus kind of different. And it's not even always the person they miss, right? It's the emotional routine, the good mornings, the food spots y'all used to go to, the little habits y'all had together. That's what Taurus is missing. And honestly, a Taurus just hates starting over emotionally. And that right there is why they hold on to people mentally longer than people even realize. Number 4 is Cancer. And Cancer absolutely does not forget people emotionally. I'm talking about especially people that they genuinely loved, right? Because we all know a Cancer remembers everything. I'm talking about they remember the conversations y'all had, the songs, the little moments, the emotional details nobody else noticed. Cancer remembers all of that. And the crazy part is, right? Cancer can move on physically while still emotionally carrying pieces of somebody for years. Because Cancer gets emotionally attached deeply. Number 3 is Leo, right? And a lot of Leos secretly revisit old relationships mentally way more than people realize, especially if that chemistry was intense. I'm talking about if that loyalty was felt, if it was real, or the relationship just boosted them emotionally, yeah. Leo ain't gonna forget that shit. They ain't gonna move on from that. Now, will a Leo publicly admit that they still care? Absolutely not, right? They'd rather combust. I'm talking about, but certain people stay in Leo's heart permanently, especially if the relationship made them feel deeply appreciated or just emotionally seen. Number 2 is Scorpio, and Scorpio never fully forgets people emotionally. Listen, especially not people they genuinely bonded with deeply. That's just what it is. See, Scorpio attaches through emotional intensity. I'm talking about the pain, the passion, the trauma, the motherfucking obsession, the chemistry, all of that good shit. And that's why their relationships feel addictive. And honestly, even after a Scorpio moves on, they still remember people energetically, right? I'm talking about certain songs, certain smells, certain places, the conversations. They gonna remember that shit. All that shit sticks with a Scorpio permanently. And the scary part is, Scorpio may never contact someone again. I'm talking about while still secretly carrying emotional attachment deep inside. Because that fixed water energy remembers everything, especially the betrayal, especially emotional vulnerability, right? Especially the people that changed them emotionally. Scorpio remembers that shit. Number 1 is Pisces. And nobody holds on to emotional memories like a motherfucking Pisces. I'm talking about nobody. Because Pisces can move on, date other people, change their whole life, and still randomly think about somebody from 7 years ago because a song played in Target while they were shopping. That's how emotionally deep Pisces memory is, yo. Because a Pisces doesn't just remember people logically. They remember feelings, the emotional atmosphere, the energy, the fantasy they created around the connection that y'all had, right? And honestly, that's why Pisces struggles letting go fully. Because a Pisces just falls in love with emotional experiences, not just people. And certain emotional connections become immortal in their mind. And that's why old love hits Pisces hard, especially if the relationship felt spiritual, creative, comforting, or just emotionally consuming. Even if a Pisces accepts that the relationship is over, right? A small piece of them usually keeps the emotional memory alive forever.